Hello and welcome to Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. And boy, my face is red. Details on that in just a moment. Welcome to the good, the bad, and the ugly Flat Earth comments. It's our version of mean tweets. And by our, I mean myself, Patricia, Steere, and Mark Sargent. And we take them from The Secret Show. And this is our third version of this.
Yes.
So we, on our very first, decided that we would need to have adult beverages in order to handle the embarrassment and shame and that sort of thing, because we have to read horrible comments about ourselves.
Exactly.
So what do you have to drink this time?
Self-esteem goes from here to here pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I'm stealing that from that Tom Cruise movie.
With you, here, without
me? With me, without me. With me, without me. I am drinking a chilled blackberry wine. In fact, here, let me grab the bottle real quick.
Okay.
One sec. Oh, which bottle is it? It's this bottle, I think.
Which bottle is it? As if there's a whole bar behind you.
There are quite a few bottles actually. Nice. And this one isn't even open, but it's got the label on it. It is from the Lennox Cellars 2017 Blackberry. And it's made with Himalayan blackberries.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, he makes it himself.
Didn't you say on one of our previous one version of these, the good, the bad, and the ugly, that your neighbor makes it, and that's where the blackberry wine came from?
Yeah. Yeah, so he makes it. I cannot guarantee that it's not hallucinogenic, and I cannot guarantee alcohol content. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is not that great for me. But
cheers. Blackberries are good. They have antioxidant properties.
It passes the moonshine. First moonshine test, I didn't go blind.
Exactly. Well, I think that might kick in after an hour or so, from what I've read.
Trisha, is that you? I know the voice.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, before I show what I'm drinking, I did say that my face is red. I was out walking in Memorial Park here in Houston, Texas today, and I was wearing a hat, and I had coconut oil sunscreen on, and my face is still red. So I decided to incite the redness by creating even more by drinking alcohol.
Nice.
I have a small, tiny little bottle just to make sure that I don't go overboard like I have before when I brought in big bottles.
Wait, is that even a bottle? That thing looks like a perfume bottle.
Yeah, well, it's sort of big. I might have to go get more.
What is it?
It's by Patron again. It's called Exo Cafe Incendio. It's chili and chocolate flavor. Now, I have a coffee one that we did on our first episode, a full bottle. So if I don't get enough positive feelings about my self-esteem after drinking this, then maybe we'll have to go to the freezer and get the other.
That's so like one drink.
It's really cool. Everyone can see. And it's vegan, in case you care. So
chocolate and heat, basically.
Yes, right. Well, I figured with a sunburned face, which, as we all know, sunburn seems to come out when the sun goes down for some unknown reason. I guess it just takes that long. And so my face will get progressively redder, and people will say, look how red her face is. She's getting drunk. Well, it's the
all right. While you're opening it, because it's going to take you a little while.
Yes, hermetically sealed for
those nails.
Protection.
A couple announcements real quick. First one is that if anyone didn't notice already, when you type in Flat Earth into YouTube and sort by upload date, we have broken 18 million. As of this morning. Yeah, finally.
That's my crowd sound effect.
Really?
Like that.
Nice. Good. The 18 million, which is good. We were at 17.9 yesterday, and today we finally broke 18, which was fantastic. And if you're wondering how those numbers stack up, Trump is coming in at 19.9. And Lady Gaga is coming at 16.8. So again, sandwiched between the two.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
What other announcements? I've got one too, but we'll go with yours first.
The other announcements is I am going to be, you guys can mark this on your calendar. Anybody in the Atlanta area, it is not a meetup, but I'm going to a Flat Earth event down in Atlanta. You can go to the website. It's called globalversusflatearth.com. It is the Summer 2017 conference. It is sponsored by the Dunoon Institute of Biblical Research and is going to be August 5th and 6th. So I'm going to be going down on the 4th and leaving on the 6th. And the reason why I'm going is that Zen Garcia who is also on the Truth Frequency Network. He is going to be debating Dr. Stephen Pidgeon on the flat Earth.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to be there in the crowd to root him on. If he does not win, I'm going to charge the stage, of course, and enforce the outcome.
And Kathy Dunson of Tribulation Now, I'm thinking, is probably going to be there as well.
Yes.
Just a guess.
Yep. She is going to.
Will Zen bring some of his books he's written?
Oh, no doubt.
All right.
No doubt. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you guys want to go, I mean, I'm going to be attending the conference. The conference price is $25 for both days. And I'm going to be in and out of the conference room. I will be leaving fairly early on Sunday. So don't make a special plane flight down there or anything. But if you want to come down there and hang out, I will be in Atlanta, August 5th and 6th.
So for more information,
go to globalversusflatearth.com. And that'll be it. That'll be the cool one.
If you forgot that, just msargent23@comcast.net.
Yeah. If you forget that. Right. And again, I was thinking, I was half tempted to go to the Rob Skiba's thing on takeontheworld17.com, where he's also going to be doing flat Earth, but it's not a debate. So I thought this would be more interesting. Even though it's a biblical debate, I think it's going to be interesting.
Well, it's definitely going to be flat Earth related, and it's great to support fellow flat Earthers. All right, I'm going to pour my drink. And my announcement is that it's DITRH's birthday today.
Yay!
So we're going to toast to Mr. Weiss.
Oh, yeah.
So happy birthday to DITRH. His channel is back up and running. If you've not resubscribed after it was taken down unfairly for Sandy Hook issues, people just don't like to hear the truth sometimes. Please subscribe. DITRH is his YouTube channel. And David, happy birthday to you. You are a true flat Earth hero. So
is that why he went to that rave last night?
He did go. He's been posting some pictures that he's been out for his birthday, and just he's a person who just takes life by the you-know-whats.
Oh, yeah.
And he's always out in the sun at festivals, at events with his girlfriend. I hate that term. Girlfriend Paige, and his kids sometimes too. Cheers, by the way, David.
To David. Did he send you the same two pictures he sent me? Mm-hmm. Did you notice the two girls in the foreground were topless?
I noticed that they looked gorgeous, but I guess I didn't notice they were topless.
Yeah, it was kind of blurry, but it made sense.
Oh my gosh, this is a good drink, everyone.
Chocolate and
chili.
And tequila.
Burning my mouth, but it's very sweet and very easy to drink, and it's called Incendio. Basically fire. The Spanish
version of fire and chocolate.
And my face is red from the sun, so I thought, okay, let's use this. I've been just saving this for no real reason because it's only enough for one. So one drink, maybe have one more, and then we'll get ready to go. Do we have any other announcements to make?
No, we'll probably have more on Wednesday.
Rob Skiba did a video recently. Some say, including Sly Sparkane, that he proved the globe. He did not. Sly was wrong. Check out Rob Skiba's channel for a really great video and a follow-up video. They are the most recent videos as of July 16th, 2017 on his channel.
Right.
Good globe busters today. I was in and out because I was walking through Memorial Park with an earbud in and occasionally went into the chat, but my signal wasn't that great. My cat Flynn is back from the vet. He had to have an operation on one of his paws after jumping from, I don't know, Mark, I showed you how high. I don't know how high.
Very high.
Really high. And I know that cats always land. I don't know if he jumped or fell. I have no idea what happened, but he's okay and he's back and everything's great.
Cool.
He's right over here.
Oh, and by the way, bonus, I have when we get to the end of the comments, I have an email that came in today. Rarely do I get any troll emails.
Right. Most of the time, like you've always said, trolls are too lazy to write you.
They are. But in this case, it was a guy who was so outraged, he used his real name and he wasn't really trolling me.
Well,
he
that's
was
good
just,
then.
he was
That's
just
fair.
It's fair. He was just bent out of shape, but the letter was funny enough that I decided I'd include it. So at the very end of this, I'll read it.
When you read it, was it Incendio? I mean, did it?
No, it was. Oh, it was. He was trying to hold back, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
The flat Earth paradigm was blowing him away.
So he's not really mad at you. He's just mad at what?
He's mad at the message. Yeah.
Right. Kill the messenger.
Kill the messenger. That's basically. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anybody else we need to shout out? Oh, before we start, let me go into the live chat and see if anybody's got any questions or anything.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. I have a bunch of moderators that I made moderators during my last show. Hello to Frank, and Wesley says Flat Earth News. MI Girl 67 says, yay, Flynn. It's Ace McLeod, who says, I love Memorial Park. Good random conversations with people. Ace used to live in Houston, and yeah, Memorial Park's really quite beautiful. It's not like Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. It's not like New York either, but Central Park. But it's that kind of thing for Houston. It's quite nice, in fact, and very natural. Very, you think of Houston, you think of cement and high buildings and glass and steel, and but there's nature and beauty here too, for sure. Martin Liedke, Zulu 1 as well. Alexander, Sasha, Mexico, and DITRH. Everyone's wishing him a happy birthday. Do You See is here. I Spy NASA Lies is here. And who else is in here? A bunch of people. Kevin Simoneau says, drink up. I shall. Malove, I always say his name wrong. Malove is here. And telling DITRH, happy birthday, Ditra, because I guess Ditra is how you pronounce DITRH. Who else? Leslie Beckwith is here. We've got Execrate200 saying hello from New Zealand and adding, we're not down under, we're just far out.
Oh, I see what he did there.
That's good. Like it. Hello, Stephen Chess, Stranger XX. Now, Stephen Chess is vegan like me. He doesn't drink. And Stranger XX, all run together as one word, has a very good channel. And I've mentioned before, he's doing lots of different ways that the moon can be used perhaps to predict the weather. Interesting. But he put a video on his channel yesterday, I think, where he collects knives, where he's doing knife throwing against a tree, and it's in slow motion, along with talking about where he grew up. But it's a good video. It's interesting to see someone throw a knife and it being in slow motion, and it not being a movie, being a person that you know. I just thought it was cool. Hello to Nathan Oakley, Toxic Lucidity, who says, I like my alcohol with Colombian vitamins. Nicholas Stevens says, he's talking a little bit about Mr. Powerland. Monique Menike, hello, how are you? Hi, Fruity You is here too. Rune Thornson. And let's see, I'm skipping over people that I've already said hello to. Anders Ace as well. Flat Earth and Cap. And everyone says we're fresh out of Globebusters. Yep, indeed, definitely. And I hope I've not missed anyone. I'll go back into the live chat later and be all slurry and crazy. And that's when I'll read names incorrectly.
You're not going to be slurry and crazy.
I have been. I always say, I'll be fine. But at the end, I'm kind of a little bit, tipsy. Who's going to start first? Work that part out.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You start first.
Oh, great.
With Davy Malam.
All right. Now, for the what we've been doing is we've going through our secret shows, the shows that we've done together in the past. We started in 2015, I think. And we've been going through all of those and collecting the comments that are most of the time bad and some of the time ugly and sometimes good. We put a few good ones in there so we don't, off ourselves during the show.
We don't have many good ones this time.
No, not at all. but I did collect some that from random shows. So These are, I'll just tell you how long ago they came, and I won't be able to tell you what show they came from. Then we'll go to the ones where we can tell you what show they came from.
Got it.
Anyway, this is from Davy Mlalam 2 weeks ago, who writes, hello, Reptilian Patricia, with a frowny face. Please become a good one and submit to Jesus. Also, guys, watch the reptilian footage exposing her, which has sufficient evidence, which can be confirmed by going on her videos. ?
Interesting combination there. Submit to Jesus, but you're also a reptilian.
Right. Please be a good one. A good reptilian. So if you are a reptilian, if there is such a thing, you can be a good one and submit to Jesus. You know what you always say? All God's children. Maybe this is
all God's children. Don't judge.
All right, you're next.
Okay. Bob Coulon 3 weeks ago wrote, why not work on getting some content for your show? Do you think anyone cares about his glasses? Goodbye.
This is making me cough. Hold on. I'm going to hit the cough button, which is the mic.
I think lots of people care about my glasses.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
What happened?
Just, like when you laugh and swallow a very hot, spicy drink at the same time.
Well, it almost became a spit take, didn't it?
That would have been pretty funny. Bob Coulon, I need something cool right now from that comment. All right, hold on. Let me mute the mic and then cough one more. All right, now my voice is kind of cracky. What's going on? Wow, you can see the mark from my sunglasses on my nose when I was outside. Oh, wow, that stuff is spicy because there's chili in here. All right, this is from Tommy, 765100. Tommy, be more creative with your names. He writes, Pat, you're sexy as can be, but you're letting this Mark Sargent quote nerd make you look bad. Like goofy? ? He spelled nerd N-R-E-D as well.
Yeah, he was typing fast, so that's fine.
What's with the first three we've read with people ending their sentences with a question mark when there's no actual question?
I'm wondering, actually, I don't think it's a question mark. I think, you know what? Assume it's not a question mark. I think it's just the end of, this is how this particular, because I saved it in Notepad, and that's how it converted it.
Okay, you're right.
So, no worries.
No questions asked.
All right. Let's see. This one is from Macabre Malefica from a month ago. I could totally fap to Patricia until I found out she is a vegan. For those of you who don't know what fap means, fap is an internet term for masturbate. It is the sound that one makes when you're a guy actually masturbating. So what he is saying there is he could masturbate to Patricia, but he will not because a vegan turns him off.
Wow. Well, the idea of him doing that kind of turns me off. Anyway, so we're even. I was sent on Facebook.
Like that would make any difference.
Yes, ridiculous. Facebook Messenger, I was sent a guy doing that the other day. Now that, and then a long time ago, I was sent a video of a guy doing it, but I didn't see his face. This guy was bold enough to show his face. He was actually a Facebook friend of mine, nobody I really spoke with, but I was really shocked that he would think that that was okay. And he said, I hope you don't mind. No woman wants to see that from a random stranger. Seriously, no woman wants to see that.
Their guys are wired differently. They think otherwise.
Well, if they think otherwise, then why don't they take a poll? Every single woman who's in this chat right now and watching this video at a later time would 100% say, we don't want to see random
Don't send us pictures of your junk.
We just don't. If we love somebody and there's a relationship and that's what you two have decided to do, totally different story.
Don't want to see your twig and berries. Don't want to see your wedding tackle. Your John Thomas. Don't want to see it.
Wedding tackle. What?
You ever heard that?
No. You know what? It's weird. Women don't have those sorts of names.
No, they don't.
I mean,
they get a few, sure, which we won't go into, but not like.
Not that I call it
guys.
that,
yeah. For the full list, go ahead and I think it was Mike Myres did a rundown in one of the Austin Powers movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really big on that, giving alternate names. That was one of his things. I believe
guess it's me next.
You have Stupid Monkey.
This is from Stupid Monkey, who says, "Why are the pretty ones always crazy?" That's actually a compliment.
I appreciate the compliment. I do, yeah. And. But look, I consider myself very well adjusted.
Just a tiny bit of crazy.
Oh, wait. So you was talking about you?
No. I'm full bore.
Put in a certificate you can frame.
Exactly.
Illicit writes, do you not have a soul? I'm sorry, you do not have a soul.
Probably because he's doing that thing where people in the UK call redheads gingers and say,
oh,
gingers
right.
don't have a soul.
Well, yeah, if you were in the UK, you'd be at risk for...
But I don't think that's everywhere. I've been to the UK on trips and I've never had anybody say anything to me. In fact, I'm going to the UK coming up on Thursday for a meetup that we've got at the Royal Leamington Spa. Nathan Oakley, Martin Leedkey going to be there too. We're kind of organizing it. And it's in Leamington Spa, which is a town, and that is where Nathan lives, and his wife Paula and their baby Eleanor. And I've brought some stuff for Eleanor, and it's going to be super fun. And Nora, No One's Flower, is coming from Ireland. She's actually born in the US, but she lives in Ireland, and she's going to come and stay with me in my hotel room. So she's a redhead. We'll both have No Soul together. And the meetup is the 22nd. That's a Saturday. For more details, check Nathan's channel, my channel, Martin as well. There is a video that tells all the details and all. It's free. Jepson Park, noon. Be there.
That reminds me, real quick. There are 2 other meetups I should probably mention before we get too far along.
By the way, I'm getting close to done. What is should I get more from a different Patron? It won't hurt me to drink the chocolate Patron, right? I mean, hurt me. Of course, it's going to kill me.
No, fine. Just go ahead.
Problem. But it's still the same alcohol, but a chocolate as opposed to this flavor, right?
Oh, you mean mixing the 2? No, you're fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what you'd say.
That's exactly what I would say.
It causes a chemical reaction where you'll blow up.
Oh, people don't say that as far as you know. Okay, Kansas City meetup is coming up on July 20th. If you guys want more information on that, just type in Kansas City Flat Earth Meetup into YouTube. You'll find it, and all the information will be there. The Chicago meetup is coming on July 22nd. Same sort of thing. You can go to my channel, just type in Flat Earth Meetup Chicago. And those are the only 2. The one in Oregon already happened, where D Marble went. That was kind of fun. That just happened a few days ago, and we're still waiting. No, the others haven't happened yet, so we don't have the footage on those yet. So cool. Anyway, sorry. Is it me? Yeah,
it's you. But I just
it's you. It's you.
I want to say to YouTube hello, and also to Moneybag and Karen B and Foxy. Anyway, so.
Oh no, I want to read the next one.
Yeah, you go. Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
This one's from Nigel Yobo1, about a month ago. Never mind, Pat. When you swindle some money from honest truth seekers at the convention, you'll be able to afford more kittens and a pair of red heels, because you're going to need the red heels.
Wow. So this person is implying that I'm swindling money from honest truth seekers with the Flat Earth International Conference, of which I have to pay to get there and don't get paid to do it.
To keep you out of a life of prostitution, apparently. Yeah.
Because we all know prostitutes wear red heels. I mean, we've all seen Pretty Woman. We know it's thigh-high black boots.
I was about to say, I didn't know any that wore red heels. I mean, you can request it, of course. But,
yeah, exactly. You can pretty much request anything you want. Just as long
as it doesn't even really cost extra for red heels. I mean, if they count them.
Unless you require the red heels step on you while you're laying down.
Well, yeah.
That's a
you pay double for that sort of action.
Whole other show.
Yeah.
Not on this channel.
No.
I know a channel it can be found on, though, but I'm not going to say.
Nice little dig there. All right, what do you got?
Here we go.
BC.
This one, it's a two-parter. It's a two-parter. This person made one comment. BC1 is the name of this person. Look at the fakery with this shill. And then they came back as if that wasn't enough and wrote, "You are a big shill." Okay.
I love the people that put multiple entries right next to each other.
Do they understand? Do they understand that that's never, I mean, it's going to make it to air on this show, but why would anybody leave that on their channel? It adds absolutely nothing.
I don't know. This one's from N Dudeman 8. Are you two shills or just stupid idiots? And there actually is a question mark there.
Huh.
Yeah. I would see, that's kind of a trick question, because there's
no real way to answer that correctly.
Kind of like when did you stop beating your wife?
Right. That's a good one. Next up is Jared Bueto a month ago. He's holding a ball mic. He's a shill. Conspiracy confirmed.
Look, it's not blue, all right? And it's got, I think more people would care about that big eye in the center of it.
Mine is the same brand, the blue mic brand, and it says blue on this thing right here. You can kind of make out the E. And somebody did a, what do you call it? exposed video on me, and they were saying that this blue Bluebird mic that I bought on Amazon, that Insanity as Sanity has, other people have purchased it, it's a commonly purchased mic, said that this says 9/11 on it, and I'm trying to get out 9/11 or something. But
right, but actually it says
blue.
It's the way it's spelled. Yeah,
like here it is, blue. See,
blue. That's the first time I think you've ever turned it.
Right.
And that microphone behind the puff piece there is circular, or it's spherical.
Right, exactly. So
But you don't get any crap for that.
Right. Well, I get a reptilian, shill, CIA agent, psychopath, transgender, bitch, liar, witch, cat hater, fake vegan. I live in a house with you and David Weiss, which would be pretty fun, but unfortunately, no. That I'm related to you, that I'm married to you, that your mother, Patricia, is really me, that I'm an actual 70-year-old supermodel with lots of plastic surgery named Jean Shrimpton, and
we have a daughter.
Continues. Oh, we have a daughter, your daughter.
In Croatia.
And I don't know what else. I'm waiting for whatever else they can say next, because there's almost nothing left. The one thing they can't say is alien, because, well, we all know about that.
You've got Jared.
Yeah. I already read Jared.
I've got Elonsna. Elonesnah. The clowns from Circus Flatardia showing off again.
Yes, we are.
Flatardia. I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, we come from the land of Flatardia. We are here to flatten you.
That's kind of like Portlandia. That's
exactly.
That'd actually be.
I like the show Portlandia. I did watch that on DVD for a few episodes. It was pretty funny, and then I got bored of it. I like Portland, though. Portland's cool.
I like Carrie Brownstein. I think she's great. Very talented.
Our next one is Speed instead of speed. Speed of sound.
Oh, like you're talking German.
Yeah, like speed of sound instead of speed of sound. Writes, you would look so much better if you spent more time catching some rays.
And there's the proof right there.
Yeah,
it's not the case.
No, it's not good. I look red and splotchy. Up next.
Same guy.
Same person. I'll read it. They wrote again as if that wasn't.
You might as well read all of them.
You don't look healthy. You really need to soak up some rays.
Yep.
Then again, they come back and write, Patricia, you need some sun. Why don't you believe me? And they came back again and said, Patricia, you hardcore shill, winky face. LOL, just kidding. Hee hee.
Wow.
Okay.
Followed by John, these guys are so fake.
Ooh, this is a good one from Fred Jones. He got me dead to rights. Steere is a whore. Because, that's what you can always all tell about me, that I'm a whore.
That's good.
Okay.
Brolin smokes a lot.
And I'm sure he does. Nothing wrong with it, but yeah.
Mark Sargent and Hot Potato Head Girl are reptilian shapeshifters.
All right. Next up is White Wolf, who's written two things. The first one is spank me and call me son. Then he writes, mommy abuse me. Why do I even do this? It's like,
well, you're gonna have a few of the fetish types with you.
Yes, all women get this stuff.
Yeah. No matter what type of woman you are, you're going to play into some sort of niche.
Weird, macabre fantasy of some.
Now, whether or not this guy wants to be dressed up in a full-blown latex gimp suit and
probably adult diapers, I'm assuming from what he wrote.
Maybe.
And call me mommy.
Call me mommy.
All right.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's the end of the regular ones. Now let's get into
those are random from the bunch.
Those are just random.
Yeah.
So let's go into we're gonna work through the Flat Earth and Other Hot Potato secret shows, starting with episode 138, and we'll finish them out. So, do you want me to?
I guess that would be. Yeah, it's you now.
All right. Spooky Devil 6 writes, "Never trust a Jew."
Thank you, Spooky Devil. We'll keep that in mind.
No, you should have gone with "You really can't." Don't ever trust them.
Never trust anybody whose name is Spooky Devil. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, if you've watched any of these Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Flat Earth comments, we have a troll that maybe trolls your channel too. Or maybe you've seen them around on other people's channels. Their name is Martha Carr. I do not believe Martha Carr is a real person. When you click on the icon, you don't really see a picture. They don't create content. And they really only drop in hate comments. They're never in live chats. And this is definitely someone else with a sock account. Anyway, 6 months ago, our favorite Martha Carr, because she's a recurrent character, writes, "You are condescending. You are guilty of the false drama, fake bitch."
And she spells she doesn't know how to spell condescending. She
Right,
spells it condescending.
Right.
And we know this because she does it again.
Yeah, she wrote it again, not really realizing that her cut and paste trolling is easily busted by her coming back and writing, "You are so condescending. You have caused so many dramas. Fake bitch. Nobody wants to listen to you. Do yourself a favor and go away." Okay.
Is that actually a real person, by the way? Or is that an alias
No,
for
that's
somebody
not a real person. I mean, everybody who trolls is a real person. Is
is it a woman, though, you think?
No, I don't know.
You don't think it's a woman?
I have no idea who this person is. I don't think anybody's ever actually Skyped her, spoke with her.
If anybody knows who Martha Carr is, please shoot me an email at msargent23 at comcast.net. And feel free to bludgeon her about the Head and Shoulders. This one's from Hirogachi Tomayoto.
Now, I have to say something about that name. I recognize this person's previous trolling attempts when we were going through this episode 138 from previous episodes, but they had a different name. So they changed their channel name, and I can't remember what their channel name was before, but there are a few who are common. One is Jack Black, one is Martha Carr, who put the same comments over and over. So I kind of think it's the same person. And I think this Hirogochi is probably one of the same, but you go ahead.
If anyone knows who Hirogochi Tomato is, please feel free to email me at msargent23 at comcast.net and also drop them down a open manhole. Right. Hirogochi writes, "Patricia, stop pretending you care about anybody but yourself, you poor, soulless human being."
Nice.
Nice.
All right. That's pretty quality trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this one, I think we've already read before, but I'll read it anyway. Now, this was directed to Ukdina Walker, saying that she has a great Ozzy Osbourne costume on. Now, I think we may have read this one before.
Should we not read it if you're pretty sure you read it?
I'll read the rest of it. And Ukdina Walker is a wonderful woman who's Native American and has long, straight hair and doesn't look at all like Ozzy Osbourne except for straight hair. That's it. Dark hair. Anyway, so this person writes to either you or me. "Oh dear, someone's killed themselves. Well, good for him. Takes strength to kill oneself. More importantly, is there a small dwarf standing under Mark Sargent with his arm outstretched, holding up the microphone? Seriously, Sargent, you look effing stupid with that hat on."
Which hat?
I don't know. This is just a dumb comment, and I think we've read it before, but I think that they've trolled us with that same comment before.
Yeah, I think they have.
Dumb troll. I mean, it's a dumb attempt. It's a very poor attempt at trolling.
It's from Richard Ditchard.
Oh, wait.
Richard Ditchard.
Richard 6. Goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Next up is you with
Pam Graphics Department. Weird.
That is weird.
Says, "Dumbass BS idiots trying to make the flat earth truth an effing joke. Be ashamed."
Thank you, Pam Graphics. Now get back to work. Draw me something good that's flat.
Pam Graphics Department.
So weird. Here we go in episode 139 of The Secret Show with Hirogochi Tomayato. We'll just call him Hirogochi Tomato. Like you said.
I was about to say it's tomato. It's just spelled different.
Who says, "Patricia, nice to see you reach the 139th episode of Emptiness and not being on point with anything related to flat earth. What a human being you are." Okay.
And they spell bean, B-E-A-N.
Yeah, human being, not human being.
Even though technically I suppose it would be a hominin because bean and being is pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Huh. Yeah. Skyfly Bry,
who sometimes comes in the chat and is super nice. So, but this was 6 months ago. Maybe he's had a change of heart.
maybe. You know what they say, you don't need a cardiology to have a change of heart.
Yeah.
What a load of crap. I can see 56 views on the next video. You do long videos about nonsense with no information.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out the 56. It's very specific.
Yeah, I guess what he's trying to say is we won't have the view count that we have had then in the future. Guess he was wrong on that.
Yeah.
Siege EIE, weird name, said 6 months ago on episode 139, when I learned of Flat Earth, Mark Sargent was the name that everyone talked about if you want to be made aware of Flat Earth. But now all your videos are boring and almost pointless. Unsubscribed and moving on.
Right.
We'll be hearing from him later, I'm sure.
I don't even know if he's subscribed to anybody. I think that was the one we looked at and said, is he actually subscribed?
No,
I don't think
he's subscribed to anyone. It's just a full. A lot of trolls put that unsubscribe.
Unsub.
They were
and they were like
subbed
in. Yeah, they've got an empty channel. It's like, come on. But a lot of people try. So Aaron White writes. Oh no, responds to Sigai.
Yes.
So
yes.
Are you going on to become a content creator? Yeah, because that channel was empty.
That is a great, as you called it, a sick burn.
Sick burn, and that happens more and more. It drives me insane. Which is, in fact, I used to do that with people. I used to say, you've got an empty channel, right? And they go, "That's your comeback? That's all you can do?" It's like, you've got no channel. It's nothing. There's nothing there. So you're just trolls. You know me.
But I like that, the Aaron White trolling the troll and saying, okay, right? Mark's pointless and boring and you don't like him and you've unsubbed. So are you going to make content now? The answer is self-explanatory. No.
There you
go. William Reichart, nice name, writes, both these people are like circus clowns and used car salesmen rolled into one. They're on government payroll, obviously. They actually add credibility to the Flat Earth Truth Movement as it shows the government has nothing to fear has something to fear. I got to think about that for a minute.
It's kind of the
government has made us do these shows,
which means the government is worried. So we're the government and we're doing these shows. Wait a minute, but if we're adding credibility to the Flat Earth movement, does that mean we're trying to control it?
I think William Reichart just needs to have a drink and settle down now.
And he spells William with a W-Y.
Weird. We go to it's you or me?
It's me.
Lost track.
Episode 145. Yeah, stop hogging. Stop bogarting the comments, yo.
I want to read them all.
I was gonna say bra, but I've never actually said the word bra to anybody in my life.
Neither have I, except when I was in Victoria's Secret.
That's funny.
I know.
It's good. It's good. I understand bro because that bro has been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But when it changed to I don't know who came. Was it white guys? Was it white fraternity guys that changed it to bra? Maybe. That whole thing?
I have no
idea. My God, it just drives me insane when people say that. It's awful. Okay. Where are we? I am serious 4 months ago, right? This chick wants to be the first flat earth porn star.
Well, the funny thing is that I think that's already been taken by somebody else.
Ooh.
And
I see how you did that and then just kind of skidding right by it.
Exactly. Episode 148. We've got this. Sorry, guys. I really tried not to hate on you because you two are shill pieces of you know what, but I can't do it. I have to hate on you even if you are not. The whole atmosphere is just too horrible.
Wait, let me look at that one again. So
okay.
I tried not to hate on you because you're shills.
Right.
But then he couldn't do it anymore.
With us being shills.
And now, but he's gonna hate on us regardless, whether we're shills or not, because we're terrible.
Because of the atmosphere, the whole atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
Yeah. Like we're a restaurant or something. Oh, I couldn't eat there. It was the atmosphere.
Exactly. It was the atmosphere. There was this aquarium with these blue lobsters. You skipped by the Stranger X.
Oh, Stranger XX is here in our chat, so I think that we don't need to be. He was joking around. I don't think that.
I still like the comment though. I'm reading it.
All right. You go ahead.
Stranger X writes, wouldn't it be ironic if they called a drone strike on you, Mark? Winky face.
Yeah.
And ironic because I'm the guy that's usually putting in the coordinates for that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm not the guy that's done the coordinates. That's nerd work. All I have to do is like give names.
Right.
And they say, well, it's like, where is he? I don't know, man. Just look it up.
And for me, all I do is point. Him.
That's exactly what you would do. Over here, you just like twirl your finger around. Over here somewhere.
That guy over there.
It's like that's the entire state of New Mexico. I know, but that's pretty sure that's where, yeah, pretty sure he's there.
The funny thing is that so many people say I'm doing all this manipulation. Not so many people, a few people, like very conspiratorial people, say I'm controlling lots of stuff behind the scenes in Flat Earth because I'm CIA, government, whatever.
Right.
The thing is that those people wouldn't be allowed to make videos saying that stuff about me if indeed I was that. There would be a knock on the door. And it would be maybe somebody dressed like a mailman, and the next thing they know, they'd be dead. That's just how those things happen. It would be.
Now, that's interesting that you would use a mailman, even though you have never seen the movie with Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway called 3 Days of the Condor.
Always rings twice.
No, that was like a sex movie. No, 3 Days of the Condor, where the CIA actually sent in a mail carrier, walking type, not the type with a truck.
Well, I mean, that would be a good cover, or UPS.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a good cover,
or something along those lines.
Yeah, and he makes you sign for something, so your hands are tied up.
The real government operatives, I think, if they want somebody to go away, to stop doing whatever it is they're doing, or revealing whatever it is they're revealing, I'm not talking about in Flat Earth. I'm talking about, what happens is I think there's home break-ins, people are suicided, kind of stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually overkill. I don't really agree with it. Where are we going with this? Episode. Oh, I'm sorry. We're still episode 148. This one's from Cell Earther. Total BS from the rotten, stinking, soggy, wet potatoes. People wake up. Don't listen to this nonsense. And he spells nonsense, Noncence. I've never seen that before. They're effing idiots.
And the way he spelled there is THERE. So
yeah, he spelled soggy wrong.
Right.
And he spelled stinking wrong. Oh my God.
So
the whole thing. He spelled stinking STINCKIN, soggy with one G.
Gosh.
I'm sorry. And some people saying grammar Nazi. I'm not looking at the chat, but I'm assuming this. It's like, no, that's not grammar. That's spelling.
And then they're calling us effing idiots. So, okay.
Yeah.
Next is a person who trolls hard and trolls often. Not Martha Carr, not Jack Black. This is Anik Boy, who writes, Mark, I really don't get you, man. Either you're a 50-year-old virgin or you're just a government shill, man.
Where's the virgin part come into it?
I don't know.
Did they not see the sex tape?
The sex tape with no sex?
Was that where I was trying to like butch up, trying to throw him off the gay trail?
Exactly. That was it. That was the moment in time.
That was it. 50-year-old virgin, really?
Right.
I know I was a late bloomer. I will say that, but far from it. My list of girlfriends, almost.
No video. Mark Sargent lets the truth slip.
No, seriously, no. I've dated some wonderful girls over the years. I have women.
Most of them are still alive.
Most of them, yeah. Almost all.
Almost all, right?
Yeah. Nickel-plated Productions, although it's just nickel-plated prod, 3 months ago wrote, for some reason I pictured Mark a little bit younger with brown curly hair. How stupid would he feel if he found out he was wrong?
Okay.
About the brown curly hair or just the flat Earth?
About Flat Earth.
How stupid would I feel if I was wrong? No, I've been waiting to feel stupid.
Right.
For a long time now. And look, if it hasn't happened in 2 years, I hate to say this, guys, but it's not going to happen. There's been plenty of chances for people to prove me wrong. And
I think that there will be things that we, collectively as flat earthers are incorrect about, but not,
Oh, the little things,
you know,
sure.
little things about how the sun works or the moon works or this or that,
Mhm.
those sorts of things. Shape and size, where continents are, different theories about star trails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna, it's still not a globe.
Right. It's not going to make it into a ball.
No.
Here
Episode
we go.
150.
Episode 150. Flat Earth, very creative name, Flat Earth, says,
Yeah.
LOL, Mark Sargent. He tries way too hard to make himself look like a nice guy. I'm starting to really think he is an absolute shill. He seems so fake, as well as Patricia. Right?
That is simply not true, Patricia. Your line.
You have to work on not showing people that you're reading from a script, Mark.
Wait, this is below camera.
You're next.
What's my line?
You're on.
Oh, wait, was it me?
Yeah, it's you. You're it.
Oh, it's Anik Boy again. This guy can make a career out of this.
Mhm.
OMG, Mark Sargent could not stand it when Eric started to talk bad about Alex Jones. OMG. Alex Jones? How dare you, Eric? Alex Jones is just another shill like me. How dare you say crap about us? How dare you even say it on Eddie's podcast? Eddie, the Sidekick Bravo's podcast. How dare you? Stop it, Mark. You are fake from the tip of your finger to the tip of your dick.
What? What? That's just insane. Oh, this is a good one. Episode 150. Yeah, all right.
I see. I thought it would have gone down to my toes.
I know, but the lower part of your body's not fake. And the upper part of your body's not fake. It's just the middle part.
Why Anik Boy is actually focused on my dick.
I don't focusing on that and your finger. I think he's
hey man,
some hot action.
I'm not judging. All God's children. Call me.
All right. Episode 151. No. This person named Troy writes, Mark reminds me of Bill Murray. And
that again.
It's not even trolling.
I know.
Everyone says it. And somebody's made a t-shirt. We showed it on our last Secret Show. With
Bill Murray with glasses. Yeah. From The Life Aquatic.
Right.
Where he was Steve Zissou. Right. And I'm going to take it as a compliment.
The t-shirt says we are all Mark Sargent.
Bill Murray is a fantastic comedic actor and had a hell of a career. Loved most of the roles he played. Yes. And he's no, I'm going to take it as a compliment. I am.
I would take it as a compliment.
And he's still alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Top of it. And in fact, I just saw him took me a while to watch it because I said I wasn't going to watch it, and I finally ended up watching it. The Ghostbusters remake.
I never watched that.
I wasn't gonna. And you know what? It wasn't terrible. It absolutely wasn't terrible. You know why it wasn't terrible, though? One of the big
Bill
reasons
Murray was on it?
Well, there was cameos by pretty much everybody that was alive.
That would make it okay.
With the exception of Harold Ramis and who the film was dedicated to. I think that's one of the reasons they made it. Is because Harold Ramis was on his way out. Egon. Everybody else is alive.
Let me go into the live chat and see what people are doing, what people are saying, and then we'll get back to this.
Okay.
Let's see. Frank Bocciccio says, Patricia and Mark, don't worry about these people. Just be yourselves. We love you, though, just the way you are. You know the song, love you just the way you are. Robert Baton says, trolling in our live chat, Mark looks like Dennis the Menace as an adult.
I don't even know how to respond to that. One, that really dates you. If you know what Dennis the Menace looks like, you mean you've read enough of that?
Or the character?
The cartoon character, the black and white cartoon charter.
But there was a TV show, I think, Dennis the Menace, wasn't
there? Oh, right. There was. They made Garfield into a cartoon show, too.
F.E. Freedom, Flat Earth Freedom. Je prefer flat. She has had a couple different names. Says she's working on the next Flat Earth porn. Okay. Lucifer Tim is here. Hey. I'm thinking maybe I might see Lucifer Tim at the Flat Earth Leamington Spa meetup since he's around in the area. Hopefully. Hello to Timaeus. And Arwen says, how dare you, Mark, pertaining to how dare you say it was not terrible, the Ghostbusters?
Look, I've seen worse. And what's her face? The girl, the Saturday Night Live character who played Kate McKinnon. Is that her name? She would. Honest to God, she stole the show for me. All the others I could take her to leave it, even though it was a high quality cast. The girl that I think was playing the Egon character, the female equivalent Egon, I thought she was excellent.
I want to say hello to Swamp Lover. I just made him a moderator. I cleaned out all my moderators and started over, and he used to be one, and I just made him one again. If anybody wonders why so many mods, I don't know. I've gone through periods where I've had none, and then I've had tons, and I don't know what the right way to have a show is. Hey, Persian Scribe. How are you? I just added Persian Scribe as a moderator. Hello to King TL. Says, I'm happy to have found this at the end of the day. And there's Nora, No One's Flower. There's the Write-In President talking about Tavistock Institute. And Dave Hinkle is here too, who says, I like milk duds. You know, I like milk duds too, but I can't.
That's the comment. I like milk duds.
I don't know, maybe. I like them too, but they're not vegan. They're made with a milk chocolate, unfortunately. So
throw some milk duds into a tub of movie popcorn, kind of swirl them around. Oh,
I've heard that that's really good.
Oh, it's really good. I had someone turn me on to that when I was in college. And yeah, it's really, really good stuff. Because then you get that whole salt sweet thing. It's not just popcorn.
I've never liked salty sweet. I've never liked, back when I used to eat meat, Hawaiian pizza either when I was a kid.
A little different.
Don't
a little
like
different, but
not really.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, where are we? Who are we?
We are on the Bill Murray
right?
thing.
No, it's you.
No. Oh, okay. Llewellyn Moss 3 months ago writes, Mark, will you give me a back rub at the Flat Earth Conference? Now, I think they're referring to...
They added, and please don't block me.
Also, please don't block me.
You're so good.
Smiley face.
And of course, that's the Seattle Mixer from last year.
I haven't blocked anybody. I haven't even blocked who's that guy or girl? I think it's a guy. Photos.
That person.
Yeah, I haven't even blocked that guy yet. I'm tempted because he just keeps going to every single video I have and throwing us stuff in there. It's not even trolling as much as it is.
Well, this person is telling you that you need to get out there and do street activism.
Street activism. It's like, look, that's not my role.
Street activism is great. People do street activism and they're fantastic at it. Everybody can't do the same thing.
I don't have to do it. Patricia would be hard pressed to do street activism. Street
activism is for those who are really good at street activism. Everyone's got something that they find. Sharing videos, some people do. Some people make flat earth jewelry or t-shirts. I mean, we all do the thing that we feel the strongest pull toward. So
it's nice that you're passionate enough to go into my videos and say, Mark, you should do street activism, otherwise you're a shill. But I don't think that's necessarily fair. Look, not everybody's built for it. I am not that guy.
I'm not good. Don't think
not that guy. I mean, I can do interviews all day long and never stop. I have worn out people where, I have outlasted all sorts of people when it comes to interviews. But when it comes to just straight up street activism, putting flyers on cars and stuff like that, it's not me. It's not my role. I am the Flat Earth tour guide.
There you go.
So.
And I'm the Flat Earth interviewer.
I've got a fun email, actually, because I know we're getting through these pretty quick. But there's another email on top of the one I want.
Email right now because my little drink I had is gone and I need to get more. So you want to read the fun email? I'll be able to hear you from my kitchen.
All right, I will read my fun email.
Because I have drank this and I know that the live chat wants me to drink.
Well, okay, no, you know what I'm going to read? I'm going to read a different email then. Go ahead, keep going.
Be right back.
So the nice woman, I've got the letter right here. The nice woman who wrote me a couple episodes ago on Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes, who wanted to attend a funeral of her nephew, and her family didn't want her to. So she's been writing everybody she can, the state police chief and the governor, blah, blah, blah. She's been doing this. And I told her in one of the episodes, I said, look, I'm not really the guy that you want to talk to about this. This is not really my area of expertise. So what she did was, I'm not going to flash it here because I don't want to give her address. But what she ended up doing was she wrote a long letter, and she wrote, I'm not going to read, I'm only going to read a very, very small part of this, but she wrote a letter to President Donald Trump out in Washington, D.C., care of the White House. And you're saying, okay, why would we care about this? And normally I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have, but there was a part in here which kind of piqued my interest. I've got to read it real quick. But she was saying that, nobody's responding to her, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, but there is a ray of light. Glory be to God. We sent a letter and complete packet to Mark Sargent, otherwise known as the Flat Earth King. He did mention that he received my letter and packet on Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes, Patricia Steere's show, number 174. Hang on. Are you listening to this?
Where are you?
I'm reading the letter that was sent to Donald Trump by the lady who wanted to attend her nephew's funeral.
Oh, okay.
It was blocked. So she wrote Donald Trump and was basically, saying that nobody would listen to her except for one man, and the one man was me, Mark Sargent, also known as the Flat Earth King. This is actually in a letter to Donald Trump, right?
This is great. I remember you on one of our secret shows were telling us about this woman who wrote you to try
with this huge packet. She sent me all this correspondence between her and every local politician and law enforcement official she could.
Weird if this woman's letter actually was read by Donald Trump, who said, Flat Earth, Mark Sargent.
Oh, and she mentions you. She mentioned you in here too.
Really?
Yeah, Patricia's show. And she mentions the episode number. And she follows it up. It is my understanding that you too, Mr. President, are a flat earther, which has to be clear after flying in jets, this is longhand, for over 25 years. It is my sincere prayer that one day soon you will have time to discuss this extremely important fact concerning the physical shape of our earth as designed by our creator, God, all through the Bible, the King James. Flat earth is obvious and evident. When I introduce the subject of the spinning ball globe earth versus our still and stable flat earth, I love to top it off by asking the person why Orville and Wilbur Wright named their invention the airplane as opposed to air globe. It always stops them dead in their tracks and they appear dumbfounded, you think? They can't speak, they just stare. And yes, I do believe this case is connected to flat earth truth. And then she goes on for another two pages.
It's really cool that she's done this.
Yeah. And so I'm a little concerned. And then she quotes the Bible verses, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to mention her name on camera. But yeah, this is actually sent to the White House. This is a copy of it.
I mean, who among us are that committed?
Yeah. As you can imagine, though, I'm sure there's White House officials jotting down a few notes after having some chuckles. Right. It's like Flat Earth King. Hey, Fred, Flat Earth King. Seriously, write his name down. Yeah, if I get put on a no-fly list because of this,
no, they'll just put you on the fly list, meaning a drone will fly over your house.
No, I'll be sitting in a window seat in a plane, and I'll see a drone coming. Flying next to me.
You know the episode of The Twilight Zone where there was a guy on the plane wing?
Yeah, William Shatner played the crazy guy.
I've got back to my I'm not showing it right. Back to my Patron XO Cafe for my first episode.
Nice.
And a different glass to not mix the flavors. This is so cold. It's been in the freezer.
They remade that episode, by the way. If you want to see a fun movie, watch the 80s remake of the 80s full-length movie called The Twilight Zone, where they took a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes, including that William Shatner one, and turned it into a movie, which was kind of fun. I think Steven Spielberg produced part of it.
William Shatner has this amazing voice, and he's made lots of money with commercials with it, but somehow he just doesn't seem to care about his body at all.
Yeah, I know.
Alive.
I know. And he was like that. I mean, he was like that even into the 70s.
I think he was wearing a girdle in some of those
in the movies
episodes.
Well, not the television show,
Not
but
the show, the
the
movies.
movies,
Yes.
definitely. It's like, some people just tough.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Weight Watchers is an industry for a reason.
I remember my
I
mother.
know it's easy for you, who food seems to be a foreign thing.
No, I eat a lot, but my mother had I mean, you hung out with me before. My mother was on Weight Watchers in the 70s off and on a lot. She was always had that 10, 15 extra pounds sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think Weight Watchers
Weight Watchers was so huge in the 70s.
It was huge. Yeah. She
also
had Trident sugar-free gum, Tab Cola. Remember that?
Yeah, Pepsi Light.
Yeah, no Pepsi Light, but Tab. I think it had a sort of hot pink raspberry looking can. Those were we didn't drink that stuff. We didn't chew the sugar-free gum, but it was my mom's special.
Yeah, and Tab was the old school.
Here's another one. A diet bar that like a chocolate bar, but a diet bar that was called AIDS. Or
horrifying. Seriously.
AIDS. Not like the name of the disease, but like the name of the disease. Eat these to get thin. AIDS. Think about it.
Sorry, every time you say that, unfortunately think of Team America: World Police, the movie where Trey Parker and Matt Stone were making fun of the musical Rent, and they're just making up lyrics. And the song they made up of for Rent was "Everybody's Got AIDS." Literally, that was the name of the song.
Wow.
And the chorus was AIDS, 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 AIDS. It was amazingly offensive, but it worked.
I'm adding a couple of moderators to my chat.
Do you want me to read the next comment?
Yeah, can you do that, please? Sorry.
Yeah, this one I think got a conflicting message to it. Jesus saves, writes. Patricia.
No, Jesus saves. That person is always horrible.
Patricia.
Wait, I need to have a drink before I hear this. Cheers, Jesus saves.
Yeah, I'm going to let you finish this because I don't want you to spit take. You're still going to do it.
I'm ready.
Patricia is a kike. Mark Sargent is a Freemason. F him.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, and what makes it funny is that Jesus Saves wrote it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if I Hate Everyone wrote it, then yeah, we can understand it. But Jesus Saves, I don't know. I think it's a conflicting message.
I certainly think it is. Up next, this is by Ray NYC, who writes 2 months ago, if Mark Sargent was a real truther, he would have looked into the whole Bill Cosby conspiracy. If he had, he would have changed his opinion on Bill Cosby. The majority of the Cosby women were drugged up liars. Look into it. Not guilty.
Okay, several things wrong with this little comment. One, he doesn't actually know how to spell wood. He actually spelled it W-U-D. And I don't think that's just the short text version of wood. Pretty sure. I don't think.
Yeah, no.
I don't think people are, when they're typing and texting, they're actually typing W-D. He did it twice. Two, he wanted me to look into the Bill Cosby conspiracy, but Bill Cosby was exonerated. He left court a free man. So if the women were drugged up liars, which I don't necessarily believe, I think there was guilt on both parts, and it was turning into the Tiger Woods. Let's go get Bill Cosby and go after his estate before he dies. Why? And three, why would I look into this? I mean, the Bill Cosby conspiracy isn't even a real conspiracy, and even if it was, it is 3 or 4 octaves below flat Earth. Why would I look into it?
I remember that episode when we were discussing, is Bill Cosby guilty or not? And I was thinking maybe not guilty, maybe framed. And then we were thinking, well, maybe he did have a lot of access at that time frame to money and potentially women, and maybe did some partying, and some stuff happened that might not have been completely above board. Then there's the possibility that he was set up. Trying to keep the African-American man down aspect to it all. Then just it being a complete conspiracy in general to distract us. There's so many things that we don't know. I remember the O.J. Simpson thing. I remember when that happened. I thought it was exactly as we were told.
A little different, though.
Same as NASA and
O.J. a little different. He did find out his wife was cheating on him and hacked him up with a knife.
But that whole thing.
But the Cosby thing, it's like, look, it's the 70s. And this was before Coke, right? Drugs were
in the 70s.
Late 70s. This is when he was in his heyday. This was in the early to mid 70s. Coke didn't come out until late 70s. Didn't explode. In fact, it didn't explode until the early 80s.
Arwen says probably framed, but he probably did get a little naughty toward women.
I mean, come on. The guy, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that, did he do it? Yes, of course he did. When you're in the 70s, drugs are cheap. You have access to a whole bunch of pills and, big 70s limo. What else is he going to do? He's going to drive around and pick up women. And if that was the formula that worked for him, that's what worked for him. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying he's guilty of sin. Cosby.
YouTube says anytime a celebrity dies, always look at their last 5 interviews. That's what people were doing with Prince when he died. One of the things he was talking about was chemtrails. So.
Oh, by the way, the where you go, the guy says in the line there, Cosby women were drugged up liars. It's like, yeah, but he gave them the drugs. It's not like,
does that make them liars?
Yeah.
Or were they never drugged up at all and they're just making up the whole story? Or some of them that were drugged up by him and others that weren't, that just jumped on the potential gravy train?
Celebrities tend to do, they have access to everything. How many examples do you Heath Ledger, the ones that died, John Belushi, River Phoenix, just to name 3, boom, boom, boom. They have access to stuff. Their agents don't want to tell them no.
Because they get involved in Hollywood. We're going to take all conspiracy out for the reason that these celebrities are put into place to control the narrative. Okay, got you on that. Let's just put all of that to the side. Let's just think about somebody who's growing up in a small town in Ohio and a small town in Cleveland, excuse me. And I just picked that out of the blue. Because it just seems like if you grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, or somewhere like that, then you would be very innocent. Anyway, you grow up in Cleveland. And you have a dream of becoming a star and you want to be an actor or actress and you want to move to Hollywood, and you move to Hollywood and then you start climbing up the ladder. And of course, there's the casting couch and there's this and there's that and there's drugs. And then later that person becomes successful. Then later they kill themselves. Did they kill themselves because they had low self-esteem? That's why they started doing the drugs, to fill the inner emptiness, or maybe they had a bad childhood?
Yes.
I mean,
it's
or
always,
because they can't take the fame.
It's
with
both.
What they wanted, their dream.
It's both. You don't, the hole in your heart, which you can never fill with anything. The line from George Michael was, I think, pretty profound, where he goes, "It's a dream with a nightmare stuck in the middle." Meaning the nightmare is always there. It's padded with this wonderful thing, all your fans and your money and your prestige and all this fun stuff. But the nightmare is still there. The core that got you there in the first place, the low self-esteem, the wanting to break out. Who knows? Maybe you're running away from your family. You don't know.
Right.
But so many of Hollywood are the first one to tell you that, they for every star on Hollywood, there are thousands and thousands of people that are just clawing their way to get there that do not make it.
I know. I knew a lot of people who, when I lived in Northern California, who were leaving where I lived in Napa and Sonoma Valley and moving to Los Angeles to pursue a dream of stardom. Very talented people who had been in plays in the city, in Napa, and were very good, but they were literally doing the cocktail waitressing jobs.
God, yes.
Radio commercial voiceover jobs. Things that don't pay much and living in horrible apartments in California.
Yeah, and you never know when it's going to break open. The famous story, Michael J. Fox was living out of his car when he got the call for Family Ties. Literally living out of his car.
But you know how you always say this, maybe everyone doesn't know you always say this, but you always talk about the system.
Yeah.
System writing itself. Well,
right.
Look what's happened to Michael J. Fox.
In the end?
Yeah, the disease that he has.
Well, it is, but at the same time, because he's such a nice guy,
right.
Remember, it balances itself out. He's getting more
all that fame.
Yeah, he's getting more accolades now. He gets cameos now. People are asking him to do cameos because they're saying, "Look, we don't know how much longer we have access to him." So
if there's a system that you pay the price for anything bad you do or anything extra you get, that's why that happened. That makes anybody who's had a horrible diagnosis of cancer say, "What did I do to get this? Did I bring this on myself?" I don't think that's very fair.
Case by case basis. We'll talk about it offline.
All right.
But let me throw one more thing in there, and that is, this is also one of the big reasons why I don't come down on adult film stars. I won't do it because, like, look, you go to any actress in Hollywood, they will tell you they have friends that because they didn't make it, they didn't get that last audition, they didn't get whatever, they went down the darker path. And, it's like, not like these people wanted to be there. Everybody started out as something, and quite a few of them slipped into, dark crevices. Seinfeld even joked about it in one of his episodes, where he was, he's talking about actors and how if they don't, especially if you're women, if they don't make it, eventually they'll go end up places where most people, wouldn't dare to tread. So anyway, that happy note aside.
Yeah. Where are we?
Let's see here. This one, this one's Golden Gamer. Get a decent microphone, Mark, you liar and weirdo.
Weirdo. No one uses that word anymore.
No, they don't. And this is a great microphone, just so you know. And some people are saying that it sounds just as good when I put it over here.
No, it's too far away.
No, it doesn't. I don't know what headphones you're using.
But
when it's up here, it sounds just groovy.
Sounds really great. That's a sister microphone or brother microphone to this microphone. They're from the same company.
Yeah. And I picked this one. The reason why I picked this one out of anything else is because
it looks like Sputnik.
No. Although the BBC uses it for their Doctor Who episodes. This is this is their cheesy, the ood. They just pull the plug on it and they use that as their little translator. But it has no noise reduction. It has almost no noise reduction circuitry.
What does noise reduction circuitry mean?
It means it cuts off the high and low ends. It cuts out a lot of the hiss. Okay. If there is any in the room, it'll pick up some hiss. It'll crop those, but which is why the sirens they're pretty prominent. But I don't mind because I actually like that better than Endis.
Is that mic like this mic? Do they work the same? Pretty much.
Very similar. Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go next with Puriform. 2 months ago writes, he's quoting something Mark had said. The guy was named, I couldn't make this up, Irish guy named Buck Mulligan. Yeah, well, you're no James Joyce, are you, Mark? Well, he's making fun of you.
And I want to correct because we had to look this up. I did not realize that James Joyce actually wrote a character named Buck Mulligan. I thought that there was actually an Irish guy out there named, and there actually probably is. There's what was it, a Scottish guy, like in those powerlifting, Magnus von Magnuson. It's like that's a real name. So I actually thought it's an Irish guy named,
Well, for those who don't know, it was a story you were reading, and the person in the story's name was Buck Mulligan.
Buck Mulligan, yeah. And and why wouldn't it be? I mean, Irish people, there's a lot of very Irish names out there, like Patrick O'Flanagan, and Seamus O'Malley. Stuff like that. But Buck Mulligan, so it's like I had no idea. No, I do not. I have not read James Joyce.
Speaking of Irish, since I'm going to the UK soon, I think I have Scottish and Irish and English ancestry on one side and Ukrainian on my mom's side. But I don't know. But there's this test you can take where you use your saliva and send it off somewhere. And then they tell you what percentages of, what your genetics are.
Yeah, you're talking to the conspiracy crowd. Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
How horrible an idea that is, the conspiracy crowd.
They'll take your saliva
and make clones out of it.
Right. Will they? Come on, really? Do you believe in that?
You're like number 4. I'm just saying. Anyway,
I thought about doing it. Oh, and I have this too. I'll show everyone. I've thought about doing it. I'll let everyone know if I do it. Now, I've done this before, but not this method. But I'm doing it. I'm showing a pen fill. Like, look. No, it's the wrong thing. You'll know why. I reached in and grabbed a baggie, and it was the wrong baggie. This baggie.
Know your blood type.
And what you do, there's a...
Sponsored by Homeland.
You prick your finger, and you send it in. There's a Lancet and Eldon sticks. This is an Eldon home kit for finding your blood type. Now...
Yeah, go ahead and poke your eyeballs down at chat and see what they're saying about this.
Maybe
they're probably saying no.
Don't do it. Well, people want to know their blood type. I want to know my blood type.
I want to know your blood type.
Right, and I think I know my blood type, but then I'm not sure. I've done a test like this before, and it said Rh negative, but I can't remember the exact specifics. But I don't know. I don't know. I
I
want to
can
know.
speak for most people at the agency when I say we want to know your blood type. So fill out this form, will you?
Anyway, I want to do it. So should we do it on our Wednesday secret show live, me poking my finger and stuff? Will that cause a lot of controversy? People will think I'm doing blood over
Well, with
intent.
that whole blood over intent thing, yeah.
Right. No, but I'm doing this. I'm doing it next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday on the secret show.
All right. We also do the categories on Wednesday.
Categories? What categories?
Yeah, because we're for the award show, the video award show, we're gonna ask the chat.
Oh yes,
what
yes.
categories we're gonna use.
Yeah. Where are we?
By the way, episode 156 actually had no bad comments.
That's amazing. Well, there's a couple that have had no bad comments.
Yeah, but episode 156 didn't. I challenge you to go in there.
Great comments about flat Earth and nice stuff about us that we haven't put in here. Trust me.
Right.
There's at least one or two. Episode 157 from Greg Massey 2 months ago wrote, "Is this the result of drug addiction? Is alcohol a drug?"
I don't know. It's like I got ants all over me. It's gonna be an itchy weekend. All right.
You're next. It's a nice one. This next one.
This is one. The name of the channel, and I've seen this guy before.
I've seen this guy before everywhere.
The name of the channel is Jaredism, Steere, Sargent, Disinfo Agents.
Nice name.
One ugly effing shill bitch.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Then we've got Pete Shea 2 months ago who writes, "Mark Sargent Prepper. The first 2 seconds of this video tells me you are female. I have commented before on the strangeness of your eyebrows. Now let me see your eyebrows." You have to talk for the camera to flip to you.
Oh, right. Sorry. Here I am talking and moving my eyebrows around strangely and probably getting some great screenshots. Go ahead, hit print screen. Print screen.
Oh, your eyebrows look like you. And I know you're a man. 100%. Mark,
yeah, I am.
Woman is debunked.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can debunk me being a man. But we don't want to talk about it.
Wait, what was that?
You can debunk that I'm a man.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, Patricia? Patricia, I can't.
We're not going to talk about it.
No. Patricia is absolutely
as advertised.
Not a guy. Trust me on this.
Let's see. We've got.
Is she a robot from Mars? Possibly, but a female robot nonetheless.
Is it you or me next? I'm lost.
I think it's you.
Me? Okay,
160. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. 161. Episode 161. Bob Slap. Bob Slap.
It's a good name.
Writes, "Can't stand Patricia."
Yeah, well, get in line.
Followed by Eddie B 83 that says, "Can't stand women, period."
All right. Head on over to the MGTOW channel, boys.
Nice.
I won't be seeing you over there.
Nice.
No bad comments in episode 162.
Nope.
But episode 164, the Hoary Sheet Show.
Yeah, he makes the list.
Who we love, writes that Mark had said, "Minecraft offends me." And Hoary Sheet says, "I thought I was the only one, man. I mean, great concept, but oh my gosh, I just can't play it." Great talk, Mark and Patricia. Well, it's not trolling.
It's not trolling, but I had to mention it because I appreciate that he understands it. It's like, look, Minecraft, I get the concept. Totally get the concept.
I don't know at all. I don't get it.
It's an editor. That's all it is. Imagine in fact, honest to God, I've said this before, they just were lucky that Lego never sued them, because Minecraft is like you're building worlds with giant Lego blocks, and you're carving out things with Lego shovels, and everything is really blocky. I mean, super, super blocky. As a gamer, it's just offensive. It's like in fact, look, if you like editing, go buy yourself an old copy of SimCity 2000 or SimCity 3000 or something, one of the Sims. It's just, I know kids get it, but then again, kids played Pokemon, and I played Magic the Gathering. So anyway, go on.
Pokemon Go. I never got it, but
Ugh.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's not for me to get.
Oh, Eddie Jong writes, if I can never have two chances punching each one of them, oh my God, man.
Come to the Flat Earth Conference. Punch us there.
Well, why does he want to punch us?
Because he doesn't like us.
Oh, go ahead and read the next one.
Yeah, Eddie comes back and writes, making Flat Earth dirtier. Use serpents.
He spells serpents wrong.
Yeah.
He spells it S-E-R pants.
It's a new line of jeans. Serpants.
It's actually good.
Yeah,
I now own the rights and subsidiary rights.
Yeah.
Episode 167,
Mm-hmm.
Abdul Rahman writes,
Mm-hmm.
Mark, I have been listening to you for a while and come to the conclusion that you and your host are controlled opposition in this FE movement. You, sir, are a shill. I am unsubscribing from your channel now. I was very polite. I'll give him that.
And Abdul Rahman's name is somewhat different than the way he writes. I would say he might call you a shill, but I'm going to call him a troll.
And by the way, I looked him up and he didn't subscribe to anybody. He was all
exactly
a sock channel.
Coleman Admonson a month ago said that Mark is doing his Clark Kent impression because you were wearing the glasses that you're not wearing now.
I'm not wearing them right now. For these, I try to...
Which I love. I think the glasses are really nice. I like them.
That is one of the reasons I wear them.
Really?
It's for you, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm one of the nicest guys out there.
I miss wearing my glasses sometimes, but you can see my nose is red just from wearing sunglasses outside. They kind of hurt my nose. Whatever.
Star Gods writes, and we don't do a lot of
trolling.
We do not. We do not get a lot of Star Gods. And I should preface this with, he was replying to Coleman Adamson, who was saying the Mark is doing his Clark Kent impression. And Star God says he is going after the young people's demographics with the glasses, because Star Gods is convinced that I am promoting pedophilia.
And people with glasses are involved in pedophilia?
No, but it's a stretch. He's saying that because the Clark Kent, the Superman connection, Superman is a cartoon character, kids like Superman, but actually everybody likes Superman. So I don't know
My
where...
neighbor right over here, he looks literally like Superman. He looks like Superman. And he's building his own house from scratch himself.
With his bare hands and like no tools.
And no shirt, but you know.
Is he like ripped?
He is. I want to make a window right here for my next.
Seriously?
He's a really nice guy. When I first moved in, he came over and he brought me a bottle of wine and welcomed me to the neighborhood. Over here, I've got a lovely couple that are newlyweds who have a brand new house they just had put together, and they both have cats. I've got cats. We've got a lovely neighborhood here. That's Superman nice. And a lovely married couple, and then a crazy flat earther in the middle.
Wow.
So, Star Gods. Anyway, episode 168 had no bad comments, but episode 172, Ryder says, this is turning cultic. Mark and others are not elders. What? Stop trying to worship people, because the last thing we need is people who think they are the leaders of the flat earth movement.
Bless you, my son. When it comes, first off, cultic isn't a word.
Right, and he capitalized it. Well, maybe cultic is a word.
C-U-L-T-I-C. Not a word. No? Pretty sure.
All right.
Then he all caps elders.
The thing is that I only know of 2 people within the flat earth realm who have said that they are leaders of the flat earth. Just 2. You decide who they are. I won't say, but anybody who's been around long enough will know who those 2 are. And Mark's not one of them.
Exactly. And if this guy keeps up things, keeps doing the things he's doing, we're gonna have to sanction something against him. Anyway, Photos writes, hey Mark, you massive government controlled opposition shill. Massive? What, am I gaining weight?
I was gonna say, what's he talking about? Wow. Those extra cookies people send you.
Hey, look, it's not easy. I get a lot of cookies. Where's your huge? He says massive and huge in the same paragraph.
Huge. I think he's got a crush on you.
Another one of those. Again, all
Send you
God's
one of those-
children. I'm not judging.
He's going to send you one of those pics we were talking about earlier that I've been receiving.
I don't like bears. I'm just saying. Where's your huge activism? Oh my God, seriously, there's phrasing all over the place here. Activism agenda that everyone can download. How do you feel about the Holocaust? Are you a believer or denier? Your non-transparent answer will prove my exact character definition of you by default. Wow.
That's just
okay. First, let me just real quick here. When it comes to the Holocaust, I don't address it because it is so far not knocking the whole Holocaust thing. Yeah. But it's below the flat Earth thing. The flat Earth is bigger than everything, including how I feel about the Holocaust has nothing to do with flat Earth. Nothing at all. The only thing that even begins to challenge my love of flat Earth is my hatred and utter despisal of the Eskimos and the Sherpas of the Himalayas. That's it.
all right. And for those who don't understand,
check out a previous episode.
Check out previous episodes.
No.
Episode 175 has somebody named Neil Nye saying, Patricia Steere controlled opposition, or did she change now? Because that's how that works. If there's controlled opposition, they suddenly change. And
he follows that with the only controlled opposition are the voices in your head.
Which actually is true. There's a lot of super paranoid people involved in seeking truth.
Right.
And it's voices in their head pretty much that are causing them to believe things that aren't true about people who are seeking truth just as much as they are.
Absolutely. Why are you still talking to her? I don't know.
You next?
No, you have the last one.
All right. It's Into Thin Air 1 who writes, pathetic.
He spells that with 7 A's and 5 C's.
And it's pretty pathetic.
I will read the email that I received today.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
It will not take that long, but it's pretty good considering I do not get many troll emails.
15 more minutes, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then we can just BS afterwards. This one, I'm not going to say it's... Oh, actually, it's from Chuck Finlay. Feel free to call him incessantly. If I had a phone number, I'd give it to you. You know what? Hang on.
You know what? I would like to just call each and every one of the people, if I knew the real name, who troll or knock on their door. Just imagine, knock on the door, you and me standing there in like a different country, different city, and the person looks out at the people. Hello? It's Mark and Patricia. In episode number 132, you said we were
straight out of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Exactly. And they're like, what? And I'm like, no, you did say this to us. Are you willing to take it back? No. And then we wail on them.
All right. Chuck Finley's address is billroy1271@gmail.com. billroy1271@gmail.com. And he writes, what does Bill write? Dear Mark, with reference to your video about the clues to a flat Earth, in part 10, you say after watching all of the clues, you should either be buying into the theory or at least be on the fence. You could not be more wrong. That was one of the most disturbing videos I've ever seen. It honestly hurt my brain. Who exactly do you think built this dome and the underground smelting pots? And who is in control of all this? Are your meds working? Do you think it's time to get them adjusted? I'm not sure how you can produce videos whilst wearing a straitjacket. The majority, if not all of your statements, are borderline psychotic. Planes can't fly the distances you're trying to allude to due to the small fact of size of fuel tanks. Have you ever watched the webcam on the International Space Station? You do know it orbits the Earth 16 times a day. Sir, I do not wish to be cruel or nasty or demeaning, but pause. All caps, you are a nut bomb crazy Fruit Loop living in cuckoo land and just plain right dumb. Caps off. I hope the nice doctors and nurses taking care of you in your special place will help you to get well soon. Kindest regards, Chuck Finley.
That's a pretty Chuck.
Yeah, I know, right? And again, that is not a troll letter. That is just somebody who watched the video and freaked out.
He's incensed.
Yeah. He watched it, and again, the denial and anger coupled together, saw my email, and just said, you know what? I'm going to write this lunatic. And that's, I'm sure, exactly how he thought when he was writing it to me. So there you go. Good, bad, and ugly.
I want to say hi to Irk Childs. Ace McLeod is saying shill is my favorite word. And Ace McLeod is the one responsible within Flat Earth for calling everybody a shill to take the sting out of the word. So Nora No One's Flower says troll emails are so funny that you can make a great show out of them, which is true. And you mix in alcohol and, there you go.
Yeah. Well, no, the alcohol is just to numb the pain.
It is. So we don't kill ourselves. Persian Scribe says underground smelting pots. That is priceless.
Yeah. I actually like those better than lava pumps.
Lava pumps, as coined by Laurie Ferry.
Yeah.
Iron FE says alcohol really is medicinal. Often that is all there is to be had when in pain or dire straits.
Right. Alcohol is still from The Simpsons, the cause of and solution to most of life's problems.
This is kind of true. I don't know if it's the solution to anything, but
I don't know.
Alcohol in general, when people would have to have operations, people would drink alcohol in order to kill some of the pain.
Liquid courage. You full well that America couldn't do long without it. The Roaring 20s. They tried prohibition in this country, did not work, not even close.
Ukdina Walker says, for those with no sense of humor, Mark does not really hate Sherpas or Eskimos. He's making a sociological point. Indeed.
No, I really hate them. Eskimos. There's so many things about Eskimos that I don't like, and the Sherpas. Oh my God, they're like a buzzing in my ear.
They smell like fish. Okay, that's one.
No, Eskimos smell like fish. Sherpas smell like yak.
Ooh, yuck.
There's nothing fun about yak hair. It's matted. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I want to say hi to Sarazar Stalker. Hi. Just coming in. Darren Nicholson is in our live chat too. Jeremiah Daniel, who says, damn those Eskimos. Hello to QC Quaalude Charlie. We were talking about cocaine earlier. What about Quaaludes?
Nothing
I ever did.
That's the 70s right there. The lewd dude.
Yeah, it's very 70s. Yeah.
Quaaludes is very 70s.
Nothing I've ever done.
The Eskimos, I'm sorry, the Eskimos and the Sherpas is to prove the point that Flat Earth is the discrimination killer, which means that you can't truly believe in Flat Earth and also hold some sort of bias against a demographic group. You can't do it. And I challenge anybody to do it. If you do have a demographic group which you want to, and by that I mean, if you know where I'm going with this, where I say, look, if a genie walked up to you and gave you 10 wishes, would you use one of those wishes to wipe out that group? If you said yes, then you've got some things to work out.
Right.
Because you fully haven't embraced what the whole Flat Earth is about.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
By me saying that makes it kind of sound like a religious cult. Maybe. Make sure you tell your children.
Repeatedly. While waterboarding them.
Exactly. If you're homeschooling your children right now, make sure you bring them into Flat Earth. Join us. Let me mention real quick, because I know we're going to wrap up here pretty soon.
Yes.
I am going to be attending the Dunoon Institute of Biblical Research Summer 2017 conference that's coming up August 5th and 6th in Atlanta, Georgia. The website you can go to is globalversusflatearth.com, and it is going to be a rousing cage match between Zen Garcia and Dr. Stephen Pidgeon.
Are they going to be suspended cages, though? That's really good, because then the blood drips down on the
Wow, there's just so many questions that I have. I don't know, but what I'm pretty sure is that the winner buries the loser. So that's sort of, it's, two men enter, one man leaves.
Got it.
Which is going to be tricky because Zen is in a wheelchair.
And Zen also knows how to fence.
Right. So it balances out.
Exactly.
Wheelchair with sword.
Right.
Whereas I think Dr. Stephen Pidgeon, I think they're arming him with like a loaf of bread or something. It's not.
Yeah. And some seeds.
Some seeds? Oh,
for
for
pigeons.
pigeon. For pigeon. That's good.
Throw
Actually,
bread and seeds to pigeons, you know.
he's actually just known as the Birdman, Dr. Pigeon.
He
And
really
he's got
is known as the Birdman.
no,
That would
wow,
be
how much
funny.
have you had?
This is the least tipsy on any of our two previous ones. Really.
Really? Well, yeah, it's because you took a while to.
Yeah.
How is that stuff, by the way? Pretty good.
The Exo Cafe Patron, which is what I'm drinking now, is the coffee one, is really delicious. And also the one I had with the chili in it earlier was really good too.
That's cool.
So
I'm not. Oh yeah, let's let me hype up the normal conference, by the way, which is you guys
conference.
The normal conference, which is the regular conference, not the one that's actually coming in North Carolina. That is
FEIC 2017, Thursday and Friday, November 9th and 10th. Starts at 6 a.m. 6 a.m.
What? Is that real? That's not true, is it?
6 p.m. I wrote a.m.
Ooh, starts. Yeah, that's a little early.
6
I mean,
p.m.
But yeah, if you're not on the waiting list, get on the waiting list because they've just opened.
We should have got adjoining hotel rooms and we could have like opened the doors and had people over for drinks after. That would have been cool.
I don't know if it's that sort of hotel.
Do they even have adjoining rooms?
I don't know.
Isn't that something from a long time ago where there's a door?
Well, it's very East Coast
mm-hmm.
and a little bit in Los Angeles, I think. I don't know if it's North Carolina.
That would be a good idea, though.
Maybe. I don't know. But we'll have to see. Anyway, but it's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys aren't on the waiting list, get on the waiting list. There's live streaming. It's going to happen.
How do people get on the waiting list?
Go to fe2017.com.
All right.
And is it FE? Yeah, it's fe2017.com.
It's in the description box of this video and every video as we lead up to it.
But they opened up some more tickets. So if you were already on the waiting list, chances are you're getting in. And if you need press passes, what I'm trying to tell people is do not ask for 3 or 4 press passes. You're not going to get them. They're going to be limited. They've tripled the press passes, and yet we're still having problems.
They're as rare as hen's teeth.
There's going to be
weird expression that is.
Where did you grow up in Iowa?
No, it's one of those weird expressions that no one I've ever known has said, but I remember it because
if I see any scalpers, please don't protest it. If you're thinking about protesting it, if there's scalpers,
I hope there are people protesting outside of it. That would be great for any sort of news coverage.
Super nerds with little picket signs.
Down with flat Earth.
Down with flat Earth. Science. What do we want? Science. When do we want it?
Now.
Yeah,
we breeze by the flat earthers as a group.
No autographs. No autographs.
Secure, giving them the international sign for flat Earth, which is this as we walk by. I can hear the music swelling underneath us as we walk in proudly.
Exactly. Don't hurt. Well, walk in. You're staying at the hotel. We don't have to walk in anywhere.
And it ruins the whole thing.
We're not coming in from the parking lot. They have to be in the parking lot. That's the whole point. That's why you want to stay in the. Oh yeah. By the way, if you're not in that hotel yet, you're probably screwed. If you haven't called in by tonight.
There's other hotels around.
Well, no. That's what I mean, though. I mean, you have to go to another hotel. You're not going to get into the main one. There are. The Overflow Hotel is right down the street, but the main hotel, from what I understand, is pretty much booked.
So 400 were gone, sold out, and so they opened up some more tickets.
They opened up more tickets.
How many more?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, cool.
I have to find. But he's still jockeying stuff around. He's like pulling out furniture. Apparently, he's not going to go to a bigger room. He's just gonna.
We're talking Robbie D of Celebrate Truth.
Right, Robbie D of Celebrate Truth is going to just cram that room to where I'm pretty sure it's going to become a fire hazard.
Elbow to elbow.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, that's cool.
So that as many people as possible can be killed in one area.
That's not going to happen, but
probably not. Chances are like 1 in 3.
Right. So be there to
to witness it. But yeah, stream it all. Seriously, because we're going to actually have footage of it, whereas. Other people don't have any footage.
I'm so excited, but I'm also excited about what's coming up in the UK. I am going to the UK. I'm flying out on Thursday. Saturday is an event at the Royal Leamington Spa, which is a city in Warwickshire. I think I'm saying it right. In England, and that's where Nathan Oakley lives, his wife Paula, and their baby Eleanor. Martin Liedtke's going to be there, and a bunch of other flat earthers are attending. It's free to attend. It's at high noon at Jepson Park. For more information, check the video that you're watching right now in the description box. And that is July 22nd, Saturday at about noon. That's a free kind of meetup in the park event. So I'm flying there for that because last year I went to the UK and that didn't work out so well. So what do they say about getting back on the horse that threw you? I'm coming back to the UK, baby.
Shoot the horse, get a new horse, and then get on it. I don't know. It sounds like quite an upscale event.
No, it's not. It's just a casual. We're going to be hanging out in the park, and people might bring food or get food from a pub or something, and just talk and just bond and get that feeling that you don't really have in your normal daily life. There's a lot to be said for meetups. People say that, oh, we need activism on the street, but meetups give many people the courage to do activism or to create videos because you feel you're not alone.
While you're doing all this bonding, remember, stay safe, kids. Don't share needles. Real quick.
What?
Real quick. Before the next show, because we're doing a thing on Wednesday. So wait, so
Wednesday we're going to talk.
You're doing a thing before then, though, right?
Yeah, I've got a show coming up tomorrow with the guy whose name is, speaking of on the street, activism. His name's Joshua Swift. We know him as the channel Authentic Intent. We've seen his videos around. I'm talking with him tomorrow, which is Monday at 5 p.m. Central. And then on Tuesday, I'm talking with Einar Kusk, who is the guy who does the documentary on Flat Earth, and he's getting ready to do another part to that. And I had him scheduled the previous week. It just didn't work out. But yeah, he's going to be on Tuesday. Wednesday, it's our show, and I am going to be drawing my own blood so I can find out what my blood type is live. That'll be fun. And we're also going to be...
The ritual performed by Patricia Steere does not necessarily reflect the opinions of this studio.
And we're also going to be talking about the Flatty Awards, which are going to be given out, or at least talked about. We're going to hold the whole ceremony.
So, and don't email. Well, I mean, you can email them, I suppose, if you want. But if you, and because we're going to put this out to the chat room, because we're going to come up with, I think it was 30 categories that we came up with last time. 30 categories for what you think the award should be for the best videos of the last year and change, because I don't know if we're going to go.
You can email me or Mark if you have some suggestions, like funniest video or most, and it's not from the past year. It can even actually be the past 2 years.
Yeah, past 2 years, because we didn't do it last year. So it can go, it'd be 2016 or 2017, 30 categories tops, I think.
No, send us a category you think, or somebody that you think
should be in the category.
We're not going to have nominations when we read them. We're just going to go right to the winners because we don't have lots of time during the award show that we're going to be doing at FEIC.
But we might throw out a few names here and there. Not nominations, but people. It's like, oh, we're not going to say, well, it was really tough to decide, but this guy got it. None of you others, we're not even going to talk about you. So I'll bring them up.
But if we have time. If you have an idea for a category or somebody that you would like to nominate,
do we have
or an hour? Whatever. What?
How much time do we got? Is it an hour? Or do we have an hour and a half? I think they gave us an hour and a half.
Yeah. We'll stretch it since we're the last. We're the
last thing. So what are you going to do? Kick us out of the place?
Exactly. We close it out. Just message me at Miss Steere, MISS STEERE @gmail.com, or Mark Sargent, msargent23 @comcast.net if you've got an idea for a nomination or a category.
Right on.
That's it.
Cool.
Shows coming up, blood being drawn, people being nominated. If you've got more troll comments, please troll hard on either Mark Sargent's version of The Secret Show, which he uploads to his channel on Friday, or the one we do live every Wednesday. And I guess that's it. That concludes the show.
Yay!
Happy birthday to DITRH once more. Cheers. And I'll talk to you all and see you all at a later date. And that concludes the good, the bad, and the ugly. Flat Earth comments number 3, and keep it flat.
George Clooney.